had mistaken me for someone else, but the part about Wolf led me to believe she had the right person. My relationship with Wolf had broken off about 9 months earlier. What on earth could I have done to upset her so much? Better yet, who was she? The thought of turning and running crossed my mind, but I really did want coffee, and I had promised my best friend and across-the-street neighbor, Nina Reid Norwood, that I would bring her some. Besides, whatever dreadful thing the woman thought I'd done, I had a completely clear conscience. Part of me hoped our paths wouldn't cross again, yet I also hoped I might see her from afar when Nina was around. Maybe Nina could place her. Gasps and whispers about Sugar Baby drew me out of my thoughts about the angry woman. Frowning, I turned in the direction of the bakery. Just down the side street, I could see the familiar pink awning with chocolate polka dots and trim. "Excuse me," I said to the man in front of me. "What's going on with Sugar Baby?"
"Look across the street. Renee and Joy split up, and Joy pulled a fast one. Cupcake war has begun in Old Town."
Sure enough, a new storefront had appeared directly across the street from Sugar Baby. A blue awning with brown polka dots and trim hung over a large window. Even from a distance, I could make out the name of the business, Sugar Mama. Except for the blue color and the one-word name difference, it was identical to Sugar Baby. I tried to hear what the people in line for coffee were saying. Apparently their business partnership broke up over a man. It must have been more than that. They're such nice women. Joy has a temper. Were you ever in the shop when something went wrong? I saw her throw a cupcake once. I wonder who their assistant, Muffin, went with. She's the one with the real talent. I'm sure it was a fight over money. It always is in partnerships. No one seemed to know. Not that it was any of my business. Still, it would be the talk of the town for a while. I tried to shake my troubled mood, ordered 3 grande lattes, and carried them across the street to Market Square, where Nina waited with my mixed-breed hound, Daisy. "Humphrey still hasn't shown up." Nina glared at me as though I were responsible. "He promised he would help us." It was odd. Humphrey might be a bit of a nerd, but he was always reliable and punctual. It worried me that he hadn't arrived. I didn't dare say that, though, out of fear that it would send Nina into a tailspin. At 6 in the morning, only a few early birds had started to set up their booths for Cupcakes and Pupcakes, Nina's first major fundraising event. Tension ran from her tight lips to her clenched fists, all the way down to the sneaker-clad foot that twisted nervously on the red brick plaza. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the general public could buy cupcakes at booths operated by bakers who had come from all over the metropolitan Washington, D.C. area, and then cast a vote at Nina's booth for the best cupcake. Dog and cat owners would browse through rainbows of leashes, beds, and clothing for their little darlings. A portion of all the profits would be donated to local animal rescue groups. Tickets for Saturday evening's gala event had sold out weeks ago. The highlight of the weekend, it featured an 8-course cupcake dinner in a park on the Potomac River. Dogs were invited, naturally, for their own special 8-course dinner of pupcakes. Local bakers and chefs were providing the fabulous fare. "You didn't have breakfast, did you?" Nina was always hungry, but never cooked. I knew I should have brought food, but I'd rolled out of bed at the last minute, secure in the belief that there was no point in baking muffins when we were going to be surrounded by cupcakes anyway. She sipped her latte. "Where do you think Humphrey could be? He's going to throw us off schedule." She had a much bigger problem to deal with. I had to tell her about Renee and Joy splitting up. Sugar Baby was supposed to provide a cupcake course for the gala dinner tomorrow night. I told her in as calm a voice as I could muster.